Hello and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. Breaking news out of the Springbok camp. ELTON has officially been recalled due to the injury crisis at 10 for the Boks. Very interesting news. And yesterday we were at the press conference and Jacques Nyaba and Rassie Erasmus were asked to comment about ELTON and whether he was still potentially part of the Springbok frame. And they said, no, they haven't ruled him out. Well, a day later, he has officially been added to the squad. Before we break down the press release, what this means and what this means for the Springboks in moving forward, please do smash like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. Right, let's go through it, shall we? So yesterday at the press conference, we heard that both Andre Pollard and Damian Willemse are both currently nursing injuries. A question came up saying, given the fact that ELTON, who was the second choice fly half for the last 4 years, really, was not in the squad, does that mean that the door has been shut? And is that the end of his Springbok career? Rassie Erasmus saying that no, it's not, and that the door is never closed to him. And funny enough, a day later, he has been added. Personally, I think I'm not surprised. And I think if you are surprised, you must go and pay a bit more attention to what's going on around you. Because I was saying the other day, this guy's season finished, a month ago. If you looked at his, for example, if you've been following him on social media, first of all, he's back in the country. Second of all, he has been practicing, training almost every day, talking about getting back into it and stuff like that. There's definitely been no sort of off-season kind of attitude from him, which means that there must have been dialogue from the Bok management that, listen, if somebody goes down, you are next on the list. You need to be available to come in. So let's go through the press release, shall we? It says, a spate of injuries among Springbok fly halves has led to the call-up to the Castle Rugby Championship training squad for 46 Test veteran ELTON. The 32-year-old who played his last Test against Australia in August last year has been added as injury cover for Andre Pollard and Damian Willemse, who are both currently in rehabilitation. The only fit number 10 in the training squad is Moin Liebach. Jacques Nyaba said that Damian has a knee injury and will be touch and go for the first Test of the season next month, whilst Andre is definitely out, said Jacques Nyaba. It means Mani is our only fit fly-off as of today, and we can't go into a Test season without any cover. We weighed up the options available locally and overseas, having tracked all of them throughout the season just completed, and ELTON is the next fly-half in line. He knows our thinking and our systems inside out and can slot in easily. We kick off against Australia in 3 weeks, and should Damian Willemse not return to full fitness by then, ELTON will be ready to play. It says the Yankees made his debut against Australia in Pretoria in 2012 and has been a fixture in Springbok squads for the past 6 years. He is currently in France and will join the squad in Pretoria on Sunday. So I take it all back. Actually, I think he was in France, but was back in the country for a little bit. So we'll come back down. But yeah, he has been training as if he's been on the fringes. So it's an interesting decision. My gut says if Damian Willemse is not 110% ready by that first Test, do not even think about playing him. Same as Pollard. We know what these two guys can do. So if there are any injury issues around them, play Mani 3 out of 3 in the Rugby Championship. Leave those two for the Rugby World Cup warm-ups. Those two are so important for the Rugby World Cup. We cannot afford to take any risks on them. I would have absolutely no issue with going and saying, right, ELTON, Mani, you guys have got 3 games each here. One off the bench, one starting. Go and go toe-to-toe. Because let's be honest, we think that Moin Liebach is ready. He probably is. But he needs more time in a Bok jersey. So, if he, for example, struggles in a couple of games, ELTON looks a lot better and looks a lot more comfortable. Going into the World Cup, there has to be a potential thought that maybe it's a safer option to take the person who, as they mentioned, has 46 Tests to his name. Right now, it is very clear that ELTON is fourth choice. First choice is Pollard, second choice is Damian, third choice is Moin Liebach. That's right now the pecking order, which is interesting in itself. But very interesting to see. I mean, everybody thought that the whole fiasco last year was the end of ELTON in a Bok jersey. Not so. And I think it's the right decision. You could talk about the fact that there are issues and, what it could mean for the squad internally. But at the end of the day, holistically, you've got to look at it. And the big thing they said last year was that no Springbok protocols were broken, for example. So nothing was done wrong in terms of the Bok rules. Yes, it's not what the Bok stand for example. But as long as there's no internal issues with having him in the camp, from a rugby perspective, you've got to look at bringing him in. I mean, it's either him or you're going to go and find a new fly-off who's never played for Springboks before, which I think is a bad idea. So I think it's the right call at the end of the day. You've got to start making rugby decisions. This is the best rugby decision. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Steven, and I'll chat to you soon.